CHISME.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to CHISME Report. I'm your host, Danny Flores. Con todos ustedes. Guys, in today's video, we're going to be actually talking about another person here on Facebook by the name of Dora and Daddy's Makeup Creation, LLC, because they actually went live yesterday or Saturday. Yeah, either Sunday or Saturday. They said some things. They said something about me. They said some things about another person on the platform. I'm saying they because, you know, it was Dora and her friend, her friend Jose, aka Emily. They went live with a serious topic. But before we get into it, guys, go grab your snacks, come back, sit back and relax. So guys, like I said, we're going to be talking about this because Dora had some things to say about me. You know, apparently that I bashed her. Apparently there was messages coming to me that, you know, people were going to, or I was going to expose what Emily, aka Jose, talked about in this live. Let me just put that out there. I never received any type of messages like this. Even if I did, I wouldn't go to this extent to actually out this person out for having this. But let's look at what, you know, Dora and Jose had to say about, you know, situations, because other people were actually brought up because there was a lot of drama going on. I want to say a month, 2 months ago, there's a lot of drama going on between Rosali, Dora, etc. But I do want to review what Dora had to say. And yo, I'm going to be here defending myself because what you said is wrong. But anyways, let's keep going. Let's watch the video, y'all.
But we do have a big live today. A very difficult live because I said we because I support my friend 100%. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say, well, why didn't he do it on his own? Because I think because I have a bigger platform and it's best to kind of have everybody here who loves you and cares for you, right, friend?
No, that's why you shouldn't have done it, because you have a bigger platform. But hey, if Jose/Emily was okay with this, then yeah, for sure, go ahead. If you wanted to spill this, of course, go ahead, you know. But I do think you guys shouldn't have done this on live, not even on social media. But it is what it is. It happened, and you guys will see what they're talking about, what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And honestly, Emily
I don't really go live.
He doesn't go live, and he can't go live on his own because he feels a lot of anxiety. And with this is like more anxiety doubled up. But I'm gonna tell you guys the first half of the story because it was really interesting. And y'all better get your tissues because I'm gonna cry. You're gonna cry. We're all gonna cry. But I think that it's been like coming for a while, but we had to wait because there's things that happen in between that he had to do and I had to kind of help him do. Not because I'm anybody special, but because I'm his friend and that's what friends do. And that's what I had to do, you know? So at the beginning, we were at the beginning of a breakup that we had a few months ago. It was really hard for me to see what started to happen, and we couldn't say it live because it was really scary for him, and I freaked out for him.
If you guys could do the math, you guys could add up. You guys know what breakup she's talking about. Like I said, a lot of drama happened a couple months ago. So yes, she's referring to Rosali because she did not say names, but we all know she's referring to her without referring to her because that's how these people are. But anyways, let's keep going.
Because I can protect myself. I can fight when people call me a cousin fucker because they think that I'm, you know, daddy's cousin. I managed to be able to navigate that because I had daddy to.
Yeah, that's weird, y'all. That's weird. Why do you guys think they're cousins? In my opinion, I don't think they're cousins. I don't know. Some of you guys were like, yo, investigate this. Why are they cousins? Yo, la pura neta, I don't think they're cousins, y'all. That's just a theory that's going out there. So Dora, don't trip. I don't think that.
Come for me. Daddy had my back at all times, so I was able to fight the trolls on that, but that was really hard for me, you guys. Gossip and all that is really hard for us on the other side because there's a lot of you guys and one of us on this side.
That's a lie. It's not hard for y'all. And I'll tell you guys why right now. But I mean, okay.
So Daddy was able to, you know, support me, and we kind of got through that together. But it was really nasty. It was really nasty. So at the beginning of a friendship breakup, which we're not going to focus too much on because we don't want to make it about somebody else, but
you're still making this whole live is about somebody else. It's about Emily and this breakup you guys have, because apparently you guys want to expose this person again, which is Rosali. And I find it funny because in the beginning of this drama, they were saying, yo, Danny and Rosali are really good friends. Guys, keep in mind, back then, I did not know Rosali. I did not text Rosali. I don't know what the heck people thought. Keep in mind that. But now, since, you know, I came on Facebook, I'm starting to make more videos and stuff like this. Yes, I do reach out to influencers or people on the internet because, you know, I'm like, yo, this is being said about you. Do you want to give your side of the story? And yes, now I do chit chat with other influencers. Rosali's one of them. And yeah, I just find it cool that myself, that I do CHISME, I could contact other creators to be like, yo, give me your side of the story. That way, you know, if people come out with drama about you, I could say what you said. You know, I'm like the middleman. But yes, I do find it cool that I could reach out to them. But let's keep going with this story.
It does have to come in the middle because that's what started the deterioration of my friend's fearfulness. Once we were like, you know, we dropped our jaws because Daddy and I were in the CHISME report. Bianca was on the CHISME report, and it was really nasty stuff. It was nothing positive.
Let me clear this up. Dora was only on the CHISME report. Bianca was only on the CHISME report. I never brought up your hubby. I never talked about Daddy. I don't know who Daddy is. Come on, don't lie. Daddy wasn't on the CHISME report. It was only Dora and Bianca.
Because of course, there's people that are that type of people that will gather all the information that they know about you or they think they know. Mm-hmm. And once you break up a friendship, then bam, right? Let's give it so they can make them look like shit. And that's exactly what happened to us. I still haven't even watched the YouTube CHISME report videos because that's not my interest to focus on that, because that, to me, that's not important because I know that we're not that people. We're not what they say we are, you know? Mm-hmm. But I know Daddy was bashed. I was bashed.
Okay, stop that there. She's claiming I bashed her, right? Let's look at an email you sent me, Dora, because this, I mean, we have to show receipts here on the CHISME report, right? Okay, so we're going to do it. So this is an email from Dora. I blocked her email because I don't know if her email is public. This was July 5th at 3:33 p.m. She sent this. Let's clear this up. Do you only communicate via email or you do phone? And I said, hold on, I don't have this all together. I said this. I said, hi, Dora. I'm available on email for the moment. What do you want to clear up? Just an FYI, I'm not with Rosali or her team, LOL. I just see what's being said and report it. And yes, at the time, I did not speak to Rosali. I wasn't like, I guess I wasn't, I don't want to say, no, I'm not going to say famous because I'm not famous. But yeah, I did not speak to Rosali. I did not speak to influencers like that until recently. I started reaching out saying, yo, you want to give your side of the story, blah, blah, blah. So after that, Dora sends this long message. She puts, hey, so my hand gesture has been my signature move for almost 4 years. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, in a video, she bashed me, or I don't want to say call it bash, but she did something on her live where Karina and her were talking about me. And then they said, yo, I'm riding with Rosali. And she basically called me a DICK sucker. And she did this hand movement.
Oh. Tomorrow, we're going to be on Danny's fucking CHISME channel tomorrow. We are going to be on his CHISME channel. The fucked up thing about it is that he's friends with Rosali. So he's biased like a motherfucker. He's biased like a motherfucker. And that really fucking sucks.
Wait. So Danny, Danny.
Tomorrow we're gonna be on Danny's CHISME channel, but Danny is fucking friends with Rosali, super good friends with Rosali.
I'm not.
So, Danny, I know what you did. Never mind, my daughter told me what you did.
But she did that, and that's what she was referring to. She said, she's been doing it for 4 years. I've been married for almost 30 years, and Daddy and I play around a lot on our show. I promise it wasn't a disrespect. It was a daily move I do. Okay. Then she put, I'm glad you didn't body shame me. I struggle with my weight all my life, and 5 months ago I did the sleeve where I lost 70 pounds. LOL. I did not slander her. I did not bash her, guys. I did not say anything wrong about her. I just gave my opinion on a video I saw because another creator by the name of Nick exposed Bianca, what's her name, Dora, and everyone else, Lola. They broke a toilet. This was 2 months ago, y'all, or maybe even more. But Dora goes on live yesterday or Saturday saying, yo, a lot of bad things were said about me. I did not say nothing bad about you or Daddy. Never brought up Daddy in any of my videos. So that's why I'm here to clear my name, because I did not shame you. I'm not that type of person to shame you. But once again, she put, I'm glad you didn't shame me. There you go. There you have it. I won't even talk about Nick because I've never met him. I didn't open any doors. Actually, Rosali told me, let's go for a tour, and I followed with my phone. Yes, the renter of the house was very disrespectful when I decided to leave, when Rosali didn't even care to clear things up. Sorry. Nick said he was going to come for me, so why come for Bianca and Lola? Honestly, this is typical Rosali behavior of having others fight her battles. I've seen the worst in Rosali, and honestly, I'm hurt. That's all. I called it peace with Karina because I want to live in peace, not for her, for me. Yes, she's obsessed with Bianca, and yes, all her friends, all of them, about 10 are so done and message me to tell me they support me 100%. Gabe is so ready to tell his truth, or Gabe is so ready to tell it all. Stay tuned. Last thing, I'm not a bad friend. I actually did more for her in a year than anyone has ever done, and she mistreated me, unfortunately. Thank you for your platform, Dora Reels. She's thanking me for her platform, y'all. She's over here. I haven't seen the CHISME report videos. Come on, dog. Come on, Dora. Come on. You've seen them. You've seen them. But anyways, let's get back to the video. That's just me clearing up my name. But let's see what she had to say about this other person that she's not mentioning, but everyone knows because I've been getting messages saying, yo, Dora exposed Rosali again, blah, blah, blah. So we all know it's Rosali at this point. Let's go.
In between that, we got messages, Emily and I, that they were going to expose Emily. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? So when I started, I don't know who sent the messages, you guys. I can't confirm or deny who it was. Fake profiles. We started to get messages. So
I got like 150 messages.
Yes. And it was really scary. So then as soon as he saw, he called me and said, you need to come now, friend. You need to come now. You need to come now. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, stop, bitch. What happened? And he says, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. And I'm like, what, bitch? Calm down. Because I honestly always want to bring him. I always want to bring him back from where, you know, he's at sometimes.
Back from reality.
And again, not because you guys, because I know a few of you guys are like, oh my God, you mistreat him. Guys, we cuss at each other. We cuss at each other. Emily tells me, shut the fuck up. Or he hangs up the phone. Sometimes we're fucking around. I hang up, he hangs up. But it was more like, you know, I had to bring him back because he was very scared and shaking. And I didn't understand what was the big fear, you know? I was very confused. So then he says, I need to talk to you today. And I was like, okay. And he's going to come right now. Again, he's very, he doesn't like to be in the camera. But today, because he's been wanting to do this, but I told him we had to wait for the right moment. Because I'm always very rushed with the business and stuff. And you know, he wanted me to help him with this, and that's why I'm here. So I'm not trying to take his word away, but I do want to explain before we get there.
Once again, I must say you shouldn't have done this on live, but he gave you the okay. You guys did it. And let me just say this, because I know she's probably thinking, yo, people were going to send this to the CHISME report, blah, blah, blah. I was going to out it. Guys, if I get something sent like this, something serious sent like this, just know I'm not going to put it out there. No one's going to hear from me, y'all. Trust. I'm not that type of dude. You guys, I don't know if you've been following me on YouTube or Facebook recently, but you guys should know, like, if you're following me on YouTube, you guys should know the kind of person I am. I'm not like that. And if you're new on Facebook, just to let you know, I'm not the type of person to do that type of thing, to air somebody out like that. But let's keep going because it gets better.
And I got here to the office and he looked at me with, you know, he was crying.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Cheryl. And he was crying and he said, there's something that I got to tell you because I think that we're no longer going to be friends. And I was like, what the fuck? So then he looked at me, he says, it's something personal. And right away when he said personal, I knew it was him. I mean, I knew what it was. Mm-hmm. And the unfortunate part of me knowing what it was because the friendship we left, that person had already told me and told everybody else without Emily's consent. And I know this is going to get nasty because I'm saying that, but it's true.
So she's blaming Rosali for, you know, Rosali snitched. Rosalie's the one that outed Jose. Allegedly, right? Apparently. Okay, that's what she's saying right now. Okay.
We all knew because of that person. That person told me. So then I told Emily, I already know. I just looked at him. He didn't even have to tell me. I said, I already know, friend. And I smiled. Mm-hmm. And he says, you know? I said, yes, I know. He says, what? How? And I told him how. But I never asked him, questioned him. I never said anything because it wasn't my place. It wasn't my place. It was none of my business. If he was, if he wasn't, if...
And is it your place? I'm just asking, like genuinely asking, is it your place to make a whole live profit out of his... I'm just asking, genuinely asking, is it your place? But like I said, Jose gave her the okay. Was he forced to go on this? I don't know. But I'm just asking.
It was true. If it wasn't true, it wasn't going to affect my relationship with him. But he freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
He was freaked out because he thought that we were going to lose our friendship. And he'll tell you why he thought he was going to lose that friendship. And I said, you know, I've been getting messages that your stuff's going to come out. And he said, I know. I got them too. And I said, really? So then he started to show me. He didn't want to show me. I didn't want to tell him.
Guys, why don't you show? Like I said, if you're going to come out with a story, show receipts. Please show receipts. And once again, I don't know if they're talking about me. If I was going to out this person out because I'm the CHISME report, I wouldn't do that. I'm not that type of person. But show receipts, y'all. Show the messages you guys were getting.
Because I didn't, it was really intense here, you guys. I know you guys don't see it. But at one point we were sitting in the car crying. Like literally we just fell apart in the car. He said, my family doesn't know. So at that point I became scared for him because I said, I don't want his mom, which is the most important person in his life, to find out this way. If these threats are real and they expose Daddy and I and everybody else, then it's gonna happen, you know?
I did not expose you or Daddy. Well, I exposed you, but not Daddy.
So I told him, friend, I think it's gonna happen. And I think you need to protect your mom and your sisters before anything happens.
It's a big ass hot Cheetos bag. Or is it a freaking pillow? Right here.
It wasn't going to happen until after Mama's birthday, which just happened 2 weeks ago. Went back and I couldn't do it. He says, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I said, friend, you got this. He says, no, I don't think I can. He says, I don't want to break my mom's heart.
In my opinion, I just feel like you should have just let Jose, like, whenever he was ready, like, no need to pressure him. Like, yo, go tell your mom. No, that's just my opinion, Dora. No te enojes. I'm just like, yo, just when he's ready, he could do it. There's a reason he waited a long ass time, right? Because apparently, yeah, you guys will see.
And I said, okay, friend, we'll get this done. But I still saw his fear, you guys. So what I did was,
over a little bit that way.
I told him one day, because he was not going to come work for me, I kind of gave him like a day off, but then I called him and I said, friend, I need you to work for me today. I kind of lied to him. I said, there's things I need to do. could you come so we can drive over there? He's like, I got things to do, bitch. I said, I know, bitch, but I need you today. So then he came and then I started driving on the freeway and I said, Frank, where does your mom live? And he was like, why? I said, today's the day, friend. And then he started getting nervous, you guys. He started to have a panic attack.
So you lied to him and took him to his mom's house so he could tell his mom. Huh.
Rabbit.
And I said, friend, just take a deep breath. Calm down. I said, we're going to go to your mama's house and we're going to do this. I had to bring him down. He says, bitch. And then all of a sudden, you guys, he looked at me. He's like, I'm ready. And I was like, oh my God.
I'm ready. Ya estoy aquí. Like, what else do I have, right? Like, I can't run. You brought me in your own car. Like, I guess I have to do it.
So then he calls his mama. He's like, Mom, are you home? And then she's like, yeah. Why? What's wrong? And he's like, nothing. I just want to come talk to you. And then she was like, I can hear her voice. And she's like, are you okay, mijo? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. But I just want to come. Get off the car. His sister's there. We go inside. I mean, I've done this before, you guys. I used to work in, mental health, DCFS. I've done these difficult messages. I've done them.
Okay. Keep that in mind. She used to work for mental health. Keep that in mind.
So I go in there like a fucking social worker and I'm like, you, to the room. You out. There was a young kid there. I said, you kind of got to go because this is personal for your uncle. And he understood. He's like, okay, but we went in the room. You guys, I didn't even have to help him.
Dora, you went in there with it? What?
She didn't. But she did. You did, Friendy, because you distracted me.
Yeah.
The whole way to my mom's house.
I feel like he doesn't want to be there.
What I had to tell my mom that I was kind of forced to tell. I mean, not that I'm scared or ashamed or, of anything that's happening in my life, but the thing that was being said was that I was HIV positive, and those were the messages that I was getting. I was getting screenshots of pictures and of like a page that was set up. And yes, it is true. I am HIV positive.
So that was a big thing. I just wanted to come to this point and, show him what he's saying. So this is a point where, they talk about it. There's nothing wrong. I personally know people that are HIV positive. Nothing wrong, right? But the narrative they're trying to spin, or Dora at least, this person being Rosali, outed Jose, aka Emily, to Dora and, other people. So I took it upon myself to ask Rosali, Rosali, is this true? Do you want to give your side? Because like you guys know, I talk to people now. I reach out to them. If they don't give me their side, well, I just go on and gave my opinion. So Rosali actually answered, y'all, and I'm going to play what she had to say about, this situation, about Dora actually accusing Rosali of, spilling the beans, telling everyone what happened, or, Jose being HIV positive. So let's play the clip. This is just a voice memo. So yeah, let's hear it.
Hey, Danny. So I'm sorry that you had to come to me and even ask me these questions, because I think that people should have a right to their medical privacy, and anything that happened between us was happening privately off the internet and between friends. And I think it should have really stayed that way, being adults. But back in August of 2021, Bianca and Emily were in LA, and Bianca called me and told me, hey, I had to take Emily to the hospital. She's not good. She's not feeling good. And on that trip, Emily shared her medical status with Bianca, and Emily being Jose, aka Emily. But I'm going to go ahead and refer to Emily as Jose and as he, because I believe that he does prefer to be called Jose. So Jose told me that he had to share his medical status with Bianca because Bianca was the one that dropped him off at the hospital. So he shared his medical status with her, and she called me and told me right away. And I told her, yeah, I knew because we had been friends. But again, she didn't hear it from me. She heard it straight from Emily. And I don't feel like it is my place to share people's medical status. I think we all have a right to privacy and also a right to tell our own truths. So with that being said, it was not me, and I don't talk about people's medical status. And I have a lot of amazing people in my life who are positive, and it's not a determining factor whether I hang out with them or not. And yeah, it wasn't me, and I don't care what people say, and I'm tired of it. So I'm gonna ask that these people keep my name out of their mouths, because it's enough. It's enough. For now on, any further gossip will be slander and defamation in my eyes, and I just think it needs to stop. Shit. Like, enough is enough. I'm dealing with my mental health. I'm trying to get myself better. I'm not messing with them. I'm not looking for them. I'm not talking about them. So I ask that they do the same, because we're adults, and this is childish stuff. There's so much more going on in this world that matters than who says what about who. And honestly, frankly, I find it really sad that Dora went live to talk about this on her platform and expose Jose's medical history, because if anybody exposed it, it was Dora on her page.
That's what I said, y'all. Like, it's weird. She's sharing this with her 60,000 plus followers,
and that's really sad. And I'm gonna ask for them to leave me alone, because I have nothing to do with them, and I want nothing to do with them. Thank you, Danny, for reaching out. And I actually sent the pictures below that Bianca sent me of Emily in the hospital without her consent, which if anybody should be upset, it's Emily at them for taking pictures of her at her worst in a hospital bed and sending it to her friends. Nonetheless, they are here, and I think it's best that you share what you need, but I'm just tired of it, and I just want to be left alone. I'm asking to be left alone, and it's not happening. And I think that because we are all adults, we could just stop it already.
Damn, we got receipts too, pictures. Okay, damn. Okay, Jose, if you're watching this, I don't know if you gave consent to Bianca and them to take your pictures, but yeah, here it is. Here's one. Why would she take a what? Why? Oh, who could this person be right here? Let's see. It's the one and only Dora. So is this consent, Dora? Taking pictures while your friend's knocked out in the bed. Wow. Bianca was the one that called Rosali up and said, yo, did you hear that Jose has this and this? I don't know. I just feel like, once again, this is my opinion. I just feel now that Rosali is doing good, is doing well, Dora has, some type of jealousy and envidia towards, Rosali, because Rosali, if you guys don't know, she was out in Texas, doing her thing, doing her makeup thing, whatever she does. And yeah, I just strongly feel that, Dora sees this and is kind of like, yo, this should be me. I should be over there making new friends, blah, blah, blah. But no, she has some, I don't know. I don't want to call it jealousy. I don't want to call it envidia, but yo, it's making it seem that way. And another thing was, like, if you knew about this and the whole drama that happened, once again, 2 months ago, because hold on, let me see when I talked about this whole thing, because I only talked about, what's her name? Dora, like 1-2 times. And these are the only ones. So yes, 1 month ago, I talked about them. If you had this, you could have said it last month. Why did you have to wait now until you're seeing Rosali doing well with her mental health? Why do you come out and say these type of things? I don't know. This is just my opinion. I know some of you guys are going to be like, yo, you're defending Rosali. Well, at this point, like, Rosali's the one with receipts. No one else is showing receipts. Like, come on. Like, what? Here's another theory that, I find interesting. So in that live, Dora explaining herself with Emily, the whole HIV thing. Later that live, they said that Emily is getting a new apartment, blah, blah, blah.
Well, anyways, I feel much better, and I feel very motivated, and I think that this happened at the perfect timing. And I got the apartment when the guy told me that I had the apartment. I was like, oh my God, like nobody else got it. It's mine. And they literally remodeled all of it. It's done officially today. I saw the apartment today.
Exactly, Whitney.
They need help with furniture in the apartment. And I was like, interesting. Interesting, because we all know drama equals money, y'all. Drama equals money. He just moved into a new apartment. He needs furniture. I don't know if they're going to start a GoFundMe. I don't know if they're going to, do the whole Cash App thing, link in my bio type of stuff. But, drama creates money. Drama is money. That's another theory that, is out there. I'm not saying it. People are saying it. I'm getting messages. It be your own fans, y'all. But, that is interesting. Y'all were like nothing in the hospital, like, peace, what's good? We're here, we out here. And then Dora was like, I've been in this mental health game. Like, I know what this is about. Then, Rosali said many times, she's focusing on her mental health. Why are you still trying to create another or like spin another narrative towards Rosali? I don't know. I just like, this is some old shit already. Like, if you were going to expose Rosali, you should have done it a month ago, not when Rosali is doing better, hanging out with friends, etc. But it is what it is. I mean, it's gonna create money for y'all, so I mean, good for you guys. But yeah, I don't know if Dora is gonna respond to this. I don't think I'm gonna respond anymore, unless Dora, if you want to send receipts here, I'll show them. If not, then ahí estás. Like, you should have showed receipts on that live, But guys, what do you guys think? Give me your concerns, comments down below. I know some of you guys are in the hate train of Rosali, and there's things that need to come out. I'm just telling you, there's things that need to come out. On maybe both sides. I don't know. We need to hear a full in-depth story of what actually happened. But yeah, right now all I know is Rosali showed receipts. If anyone else wants to show receipts, I'm always here. You guys know my email. You guys know my Instagram down below, whatever. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the situation, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next report. Peace.